Hi, I'm in YouTube for a bit here, but I'm talking today. This is about the title "Their Fears." Now, people, everybody owns something. I mean, we all, whether we like it or not, we have to live with certain um, attitudes and ways, perceptions, and especially most important, beliefs in how we see and how we were going to live our life. Some people basically are so affected and so connected to what they've been affected by. That is basically how they'll call the mode of operation. The mode of operation for some people is that no matter whatever you will do or say around these people, they have these thing called fears. Everybody has their trepidations. You kind of learn through your life that you need to step past certain invisible boundaries that's been set in your mind by other people telling you don't go past it because really when it comes down, they're just afraid that you're going to surpass them. But there is a fear that is a very bothersome kind of fear, and it's the projection of that fear onto everything around them. For example, you can have somebody basically would like you to do something for them. So what they do is they come in the environment and they begin to micromanage. And what they're doing at that point, they begin to project as you listen to their language, as you listen to them. And when you listen to them, you realize this is how their wheels are turning in their head. When you observe from the outside what they're doing, it is a very serious issue because when people have fears, it's one thing to be honest with yourself. But there's another set of people that are so confident in those fears that they think that this is the way it is for themselves and everything around them. When they project those kinds of fears to their animals, to their environment, do you know what begins to happen? It's metaphysical. It begins to affect their environment physically and supernaturally. These people will be prone, okay, to have funny, interesting things happen in their environment, things breaking a little too often, too many funny, strange mishaps. Their animals begin to be subjected to much more higher level of anxiety. And when you are with them and when you leave them, you feel that you've just got slimed by something very awful. And that awful thing is projected slime fear. It's a kind that thinks it knows everything about everything and doesn't know a blasted thing about nothing. It is super stupid instead of super intelligent. Because, like I said, fear is basically just invisible boundaries. Okay? And the thing is about that kind of fear, Jesus had a lot to say about it. He spoke a lot about faith. And God is very opposes. He said, when God says he opposes the proud, okay, proud people always have a whole lot of fear. Faith is always given to the humble, to the teachable, and to them who are willing to allow God to move through them. You ever hear the old saying about that person is just so an eternal optimist? You know, that's not just coincidental. That person who is, whether it be trained that way, it is the way to go in life. The more fearful you are about everything not going right, or this could happen, or that may happen, or whatever, what happens is that you don't only poison the environment that you're in, but you begin to poison the people who are around you. And I'm just going to leave you with this. It is a word of warning that the people who have these slimy type of fears are extremely dangerous because they can get into your faith life and begin to cause the opposite to happen. That's why Jesus said that the Bible says that Jesus could not do many mighty works there because of their unbelief. And this is God here on earth. And this is what he said, according to your faith, be it unto you. So when people ask why things happen in life and they'll blame God or whatever, the truth of the matter is two things. One, a person was either compromised by people who like fears, or those, okay, who are corrupted by a bad sense of faith. And that faith will operate no matter what it is. If it's corrupted faith, it will operate. And I'll say this, just leave you with this video, is just that be careful. If you're a person that's very optimistic and you like being positive, that's not coincidental. You're charged. You're charged with something from above. A negative Nancy or a negative Herman or whatever you want to say, these people are corrupted and it will affect their love, the way they see how they should behave towards you. And it will be their motivating factor in everything that they do. And another thing, they will find fault. Any which way you get involved with them, they will find fault. Have a good day. And I would love if you would just like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.